Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Welcome to another video from Stepping Towards Liberation Group. Today's topic is good, bad and gossip account. It's a very good topic. And also it's a very important topic for all of us. We will start discussing about the topic. Just to be organized, we will go through this topic with a slide. And it is not mandatory that we need to stick onto the slide. This slide is just to give an idea like what we are discussing, and it will help us to recap in case if we need to recap what we discussed. So let's get into the topic. So the topic is good, bad and gossip account. It is not like it is talking about any bank account or something. This is just a spiritual point of view we are discussing. Good account, bad account and gossip account. Good account, bad account means we are not talking about any bank accounts or anything. We are talking about good karma and bad karma. So what is karma is a different topic. I think it was explained in a different video. So whatever we do good, it is going to accumulate good credits for us. Whatever we do bad, it's going to accumulate bad credits for us. So our good account and bad account, it keeps continuing as long as we are in this body. So that is a philosophical view of what is good karma and bad karma. Okay, karma is whatever the work we do, everything is accounted as a karma. But if whatever we do is according to the scriptures, what they're telling us to do, then we think that is a good karma. It means whatever the duty we are supposed to do, we are doing it according to the scriptures. So we will get good credits. If we do something which is mentioned in the scriptures not to do, then we automatically accumulate bad credits, which is called bad karma, and for which we need to undergo bad consequences in the later point of this life or probably in the next upcoming lives. So that is a basic background behind karma philosophy. And now the very, very important point here is gossip karma. That is a very important. So the gossip, there is no gossip karma. Just this is for a discussion point of view. We just named it as a gossip account. Okay. So the gossip account is nothing but bad karma accumulated in a different form. Like usually when we do something bad, then we think that we are getting a bad karma. But this gossip karma is unnecessarily accumulated bad karma. Anyway, the topic is focused on this main point. We will discuss this further now. So gossip karma is mentioned as unnecessarily accumulated bad karma. Okay. How it is accumulated is the main point here. So nowadays in this current world, everybody is interested to listen about others, and they are more interested about what is going on and everything about others. And there are so many people in this world who are creating some news. It means like they don't have any right information, and they just speculate or they just assume something, and then they will just project that as the news. And other people also think that that may be the correct news, and unnecessarily confusions, and sometimes there are problems, and a lot of things will happen based on the video. And looking at that news, other people speculate something else, and they also come up with some other things. So like that, so many things will keep on coming. And also the main problem is the people in this world right now, most of them are interested in this kind of news. because we don't know which is of correct news and which is gossiping news or which is speculation. So it is, we cannot decide anything on that new whatever we see in a YouTube or in a news. But the problem is unnecessary confusions will come, and there may be lot of problem to the people who are in the news, and unnecessarily it will create a havoc or whatever word we used to we can tell here. So doing those things, why people sorry, first let's think why they do that. Okay, people do gossiping just for fun, and some people they do it as a regular activity because they just want to get some views in the YouTube or whatever it is, whatever the reason behind. But some people their regular activity is creating this kind of gossiping, okay, which is very unfortunate. But we cannot blame. We have to. We don't know. We should be very careful. But the thing is, we are not discussing to avoid gossiping or something. Gossiping to avoid gossiping or to tell everyone that stop gossiping. But we are telling people to be careful. If they do gossiping, what they are going to get it back. That is very important. Okay. If a person does really bad thing and he may be mentally tuned to undergo the consequences. But if something for fun they did and it is going to accumulate a huge disaster in upcoming life, it's very difficult to digest. And also the sad thing about this account is we may not be aware that much bad consequences are coming to us, because we thought like it is just for fun we did. Okay, but when we undergo the consequences, that is a real thing, and it is very difficult to undergo. Okay, so let's try to discuss and make sure that you bring some awareness in the people also, not to gossip anything. If we have right information and that too from the right source, it's okay. Otherwise, if you are not confident, or if it is a confusion, or if it is speculation, better don't do anything and keep quiet. That is what is best to do. Okay. So now we just, as of now, we discussed a little bit on what is karma, what is good karma, what is bad karma, and gossip karma. Gossip karma means it is nothing but bad karma accumulated in a different form, not by really doing bad, or not only by doing bad, but by unnecessarily talking about others and forecasting something which is not correct. Okay, so now to understand this in detail, scriptures are telling one example, and one thing you remember any time is scripture will not tell anything just for fun, or it will not speculate anything. Whatever scripture is telling are the things what has happened. Okay, so that is very important. So we are going to discuss how the gossip account will be accumulated. Okay, so I did not mention anything about what is the example which I am going to talk about, but let me talk about the example what I wrote here. Okay, so it is just a small story which is very interesting and very, very useful to understand, and it will help us to understand why we should not gossip. Okay, so the example what is discussed in the scriptures is this. At a certain point, there is a king. Okay, the king, he is doing some ritual or something for the good of people, and he invited all the people in the kingdom to participate in that ritual, and he is going to serve food for all the people who are there. Okay, so I'm not giving details of what exactly he is doing and much in detailed information. I'm just giving a high level overview because this example is going to help us to understand what is gossip karma, how it is accumulated. That's the only purpose of this discussion. Okay. So there are people who are preparing the food to serve the people. Okay. So what happens is there is an eagle which is taking a snake, carrying a snake in the mouth, and it is flying in the sky. Okay. So what happens is when this eagle is going in the sky, from the snake mouth, a drop of uh, poison. I think we call it as venom or whatever. Yeah. So the poison, it just come out and it will mix in the food what they are preparing. Okay. So the people who are preparing food, they did not pay attention, or they don't know that this small drop of poison is fallen from this snake. And what happens is that food, whatever is prepared, is served to the people, and many people got stomach upset, and some people are very serious, and somehow it created a disturbance in the community, in the place where the ritual is going on. Okay, there are many people who suffered because of that drop of poison mixed in the food. Okay, so that's what the thing happened. Okay, so now the actual thing, what is important for us? The thing is, we all know that good account and bad account are managed by Yama Dharmaraja, Lord Yama. Okay, and he will keep track of all those things, and according to whatever we did, good or bad, he will be uh, suggesting, he will direct us to undergo the good and bad. Okay, he is a decision maker. Okay, so the people who are working under Lord Yama, they have a question to Lord Yama. The bad account, it means the bad karma, because of bad karma, which is um, hurting a lot of people, like creating a problem. Their health is damaged, and also many people are seriously struggle with that poison mixed in the food. Is bad. Okay, that bad karma should go to whom? That is a question there. Because if we know that, if we understand, if we try to analyze, the king who is doing the ritual, he is not even aware that the food is prepared and there is a poison mixed in that. And the people who are preparing food, they cannot focus each and everything what is happening there. So they also did not realize that something fell in the food they are preparing. And another thing is, the people who serve also did not know that the food is poisonous. So is it the mistake of the eagle carrying the snake? It doesn't know, because it is doing its whatever regular thing. It killed the snake and then it is carrying it to somewhere else. And is it the problem with the snake? Is it snake is responsible for this? No, because snake is already dead and it doesn't know what is going on. So we cannot put the bad credit to the eagle. We cannot put the bad credit to snake. We cannot put the bad credit on king. And we cannot put bad credit on the people who are preparing the food. And we cannot put this bad account in the people who served the food. Okay. Then what we have to do, right? We have definitely there's something bad. It has to be accounted for somebody. Then Lord Yama will tell, okay, how to handle this. He told the people who have this confusion to go and see what is going on in the city where the ritual has happened. There is a lot of talk going on that the king himself purposefully did something, and the food is poisoned, and they are served on some purpose. So it is a problem with the king. This problem is created by the king. Some rumor started, and it is spreading around the city. Okay, so these people saw this. Okay, and they went to the root of from where it is coming. So a lady in this city where the ritual is happening started this bad talk. It means like the not speculation. She started the rumor saying that it is done by the king purposefully. They wanted to create some problem. So that is where it is. So that lady started the problem. So Lord Yama said, all this bad account accumulated by creating problem to all these people, put all this bad account in the name of that lady who has started the bad rumor saying that the king purposefully did this. Okay, so then the consequences of that bad account is experienced only by that lady. Okay, not king or any other people, any others involved in this. Okay, so that lady got a woman. Okay, sorry, anything. She may be a lady or woman or whatever. So the woman who created this problem, she did not know that this bad account will be in her account. Okay. So we have to be very careful when this bad account, bad karma is going to mature and the consequences of that has to be undergone. That lady will suffer, that woman will suffer a lot. Okay. So why it happened? Because of just gossiping. If we don't know anything, just we can keep quiet. Without keeping quiet, just for fun or whatever it is, she started that. Why she started that, nobody knows. So the thing is, bad account which is accumulated with karma, gossiping on something. This is an example. So it is always better to keep quiet and do not spread any rumor or talk anything about others which we don't know anything. We don't know whether it is a confirmed news or something. Even if it is something known and you know that something bad, so better not to talk about that. Okay. So we have to talk about the bad things because it will give us some awareness in the community, and which is good. But stop gossiping and talking about something which we don't know and unnecessarily accumulate bad account. That's what is the intent of this video is. Okay, so now we all understood like how the gossiping account is accumulated. Gossiping account means it is not any separate account. It is bad account, bad karma accumulated with gossiping. Because the gossip, this gossip is whatever we discussed is a certain level of bad credit. Okay. There are some gossips which will have a huge impact. Okay. So at that time, the huge impacted gossip will have a huge consequences for the person who is going to get it. Okay, it's very important. The any action will have an equal and opposite reaction. Okay, we have to remember very carefully. We may be thinking that we just did some fun and we just started this and enjoying. People are enjoying, but there may be some possibility that some person who is involved in that gossip may even go to the extreme level and he can go and suicide. Okay, so there is a possibility. We don't know. We don't know because anything is in the spirituality. It is we don't know how much level we can discuss. There is a lot of depth in each and everything. Okay, so better to do anything which is good and which we scripture is suggested to do, or stop or keep quiet. Do not try to do bad things. The first thing. And another thing is never ever try to gossip on anything. Okay. And also do not encourage the gossiping also. Okay. We don't know which is gossip and which is real news, but we have to think what is going on here in the world. Okay. And then we need to be careful. Okay. So the fifth point is we do our best to do good and avoid bad. That's very simple, straight away. Okay. And then another thing is, even though we've finished the topic of what is bad and good and gossip account, it's better to do good things, but it's wiser to do good actions in an akarmic way. This is very, very important. And our group STL, or Stepping Towards Liberation group, is mainly doing this akarmic way of leading life. So whatever the work we do, we should not expect anything outcome of that one, and we should not do it with pride, and also we have to do it as an offering to the Lord. This is very important. This is altogether a separate topic, but why we just put this point here is it is related to bad, good, and credit karma related. So that's why we put it, just to make to revise our practice. Okay. So when we do anything in akarmic way, which means we just do and we don't really focus on what we are going to get. So, and also the main thing what we do, our group is planning to do, is following is offer everything and take it as a prasadam. That is very important. That's easy to do. Okay. Because if we tell the people to do something and do not expect anything, it is not easy. Okay. It is not easy to do something and don't expect anything. Okay. So we have to be there. We have to do that. We have to be like that. But being like that is not easy. Okay. So at least we should start by giving, by doing anything as an offering to the Lord. There is a process which is to be followed. And there is another video where we discussed about the akarmic life. It's a very detailed video. It's more than 1 hour video, I think. But anyway, you have to spend time. And another thing I used to tell is repeatedly is, if you are a busy person, you cannot do anything. If a person is busy, he cannot do anything. Okay, he may not be able to learn anything because he is busy. Busy is one of the biggest crime we are doing. Okay, nobody is busy 24/7. If a person is working 24/7 without any break continuously, he will die soon. Okay, never ever think that anybody in this world is 24/7 busy. Okay, if a person is very busy, he will. I'm just not to discuss too much, but anybody in this world, is there any person who doesn't watch any movie? Or is there anybody who doesn't do any kind of relaxing things? Okay. They don't go any vacation or anything like that. No one. So people have time for vacation. People have time for watching a movie. People have time to go and visit some places. People have time to go and visit some house, some relatives. They have a lot of time to visit other countries, but they don't have time to spend on spirituality. It means what? It is not that they don't have time, they are not interested. It's a literal meaning is that. Okay, that's what it is. So even though I'm telling it in a sarcastic way, that is what it is. Okay, we have to be very careful. And there is another video I made also. Spend at least 30 minutes of your time. 30 minutes, if it is not possible, you spend at least 10 minutes of time, whatever possible you can do, and try to learn something spiritual. Okay, don't think that your life should be good. You have to earn a lot of money and then you have to die in a very high this one and everybody should remember your that you have you are very successful in your life and all those things. Those are all nothing. Okay, once you are dead, that is gone. Okay, anything you earn and all this fame, name, so many things we earn in this life is totally gone. Everybody, people will forget. Okay, there is no use. Okay, so if I keep talking like this, it's very difficult. It will keep going long and long. So try to do anything as an offering to the divine. How to do that? There is a beautiful concept, and it's discussed in some other video. And you can watch the other videos in our channel. Okay. And the most important thing is this one. When we do things in that fashion, like akarmic or telling everything to the divine and doing it, this account, this karma, whatever you do, it will help us to uplift our consciousness. It will fill our minds with noble thoughts, and it will also help us to become close to God. All these three things are different topics. Okay, so just to try to think that if you do something as an offering to the Lord, or if you do something without any expectation and without thinking that somebody will treat me as a big person or something, then you are doing selfless service. Selfless service is the best tool to cleanse the mind. This is given by Sarva Priyananda, the video which is knowledge is knowledge enough. That's a video. If anybody is interested, you just give is knowledge enough Sarva Priyananda and watch that video for 10 minutes. It's a very beautiful video and which will really have a big impact if you really watch it. Okay. So the thing is that kind of karma, what do you do? The karma, what we did with selflessly, like not expecting anything and as an offering to the Lord, will develop our consciousness. It means good consciousness, high consciousness person will think good, better than other person. And you will get good thoughts. You will not get any bad thoughts and spoiling others or something. And you will be a good person. The way you think is always good. Okay. And also you will make steps closer to God. Okay. That's what it is. So I think pretty much the topic is completed now. So at a high level, good account is nothing but doing good. Bad account, it means bad karma is accumulated if you do bad. Gossip karma is accumulated if you unnecessarily talk about some others. And we don't know what are the consequences of what the gossip, what we are doing. And according to the impact of the gossip, the consequences of that gossip should be experienced. Okay. So we discussed an example from the scripture, which is the king story. And let's try to do the best to do good karma and not to do any bad. And one more better way to do this is do the good karma with akarmic way as an offering to the Lord, which will help us to develop the consciousness and to get the noble thoughts, and we will be close to God. Because why we become close to God is because we are doing whatever God is telling. Okay. So automatically, if you do something which somebody is telling, you will automatically impress him, and automatically when he is impressed, he will give what you are expecting. Okay, that's what it is. Try to understand like that. So I wish people who watch this video at least try to stop gossiping. If they are gossiping, if they are too much into that, and at least reduce that, and gradually you have to stop gossiping. And one more important thing which we can remember is, if we want to give up something, we should first attach to something which is higher. That's what Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So if you are having some bad habit or something, to stop that bad habit, it may be difficult. It is a necessity that we have to stop bad things. But at least as a preliminary step, we should start doing good things, and then slowly our interest will be towards the good thing, and slowly we will reduce the bad things, and gradually at some point we will stop all the bad things. Okay, that is a process. Okay, if somebody is doing something bad, if they are not able to stop immediately, it is not okay, or it is okay, but the thing is, we need to make some steps forward. Like, we need to start doing good things, which is good, which is really required, and then automatically bad things will stop. So I think this video is helpful, and especially for, there are many people who are doing gossiping and creating a lot of problems in this world. So let's share this video also to people. If suppose if you see somebody who is really gossiping and their hobby itself like that, then better share the video to them, and also try to share to as many people as possible. And then and the very, very important thing is, we should, whoever see the video, try to do the best, and don't gossip anything, and unnecessarily accumulate any bad account. Okay. I think the information, whatever is you are seeing in the video, is our email address, and the website is still not there, but I just mentioned that website, which will come up soon. And if anybody has any question or something, they can always reach out to the group stl.2022@gmail.com. We are trying to do whatever possible in this life. Okay. Not wasting. Our main focus is not to waste life. Okay, we will do our best. We will try our best, and whatever steps we can make towards God, we will try. Okay. So if anybody has question or something, they can always discuss. Reach out through the email, and there is a Dakshinamurti on the left side. Why we kept Dakshinamurti and all those things are discussed in other video, where the good practices which we are following. So if anybody is interested, you can look at some videos in our group channel, and then you will understand more of that. Okay. So let's conclude for now. Hari Om.